Now, I don't know if you guys all saw, but there is new train collisions coming down the line, as well as tracks control, where you can control, trains coming in, they'll stop and wait for other trains and whatnot. So you can put them all on the same track line instead of having multiple different tracks that you're running all over the place, which is cool because you can have one that goes, kind of goes like this, and another train goes by, and then it comes back out and goes along, and you have all these different bypasses and connections you can do. When you do have signals to signal your trains which one has priority. Now, I left off last time. I parked myself way over here by my oil extractors. Right now, you can see we've turned it up to 600 oil extraction. So let's mark that down, 600 oil. And then over on this side, over here, I think we also boosted this one. We did. Let me turn my light on. We boosted this one also to 600, so we have both of them coming out. So basically we're doing 1200 oil. That is a lot of oil, everybody. Plus 600 equals 1200. All right, so 1200 oil going here. And I can tell you that this is way more oil than that can be stored in this train right here. So we might want to, oh, actually that's not full. That one's not full either, so tells me that oh, look at that filling up though. Look at it filling up. See that big burst? I have a feeling it's going to fill up by the time that comes back. You might want to build another storage unit. How are we looking on our thing here? So this is 600, but it's capped at, oh, hold on. I think I got to fix this. These are tied together. I knew there was something fishy there. See, if that's putting out 600 and this is putting out 600, that's 1200. And the most that this can do is 600. So, okay. So we want to go ahead and take this off. All right, cool. Fixing stuff already. And then we'll go ahead and just put a pipeline thingy over here. And then we'll go ahead and bring our... Are these upgraded? These aren't even Mark IIs. Oh, hold on here. And I don't have enough stuff. Always, everybody. Always something where you don't have enough resources. But then again, I have a crazy ton of it just sitting over here. What do we got? Holy mackerel, that is a lot of resources. All right, hopefully it's the stuff I need. Oh wait, wrong stuff. This is the storage. This is what I got on me. That's going that way. What else we got out here? Oh, there's some right there. Okay, cool. Jeez, we got a lot of resources to lug back out of here. Holy moly. All right, we got a little bit. All right, that'll hold us over. We got to upgrade all of these pipes. So let's go ahead and... This is all Mark II. Make sure all this stuff is Mark II because you don't want it to be slowed down. Mark II, Mark II. I'm using my little hover pack. That's cool, but this is a Mark I over here. This has definitely got to go Mark II now. There we go. And this is going to be Mark II. And let's go ahead and upgrade this here. Oh, God, I don't even remember how to play this game. F. Take that out. There we go. All right, and then let's put the higher pump in. I'm having trouble remembering. All right, that going to there, and then this up to there. And then we got to use a double input here. Back, why don't we just run 1 to 1, and then 1 to the other. Take all this out. In there. Something like that. Actually, we don't need to raise that up. That's just adding to the lift for no reason. All right, now what we're doing is we're rearranging our oil supply here now that we have both of these at 600. So they're going to really produce a lot of oil. So that's going to be 600 each. That's already at 2,400. Oh, boy. minus right now while it's filling the tube, but I seriously doubt this is even picking up that much oil. We might have to make a larger... Yeah, those are already at 1,600. Oh, look out. Yeah, those are already at 1,600, which means that even if I take that out, it's just going to kind of fill it up. It's not vacating all of the oil out of there at the same time. Let's get on the train before it leaves. There we go. And we'll have to do way more on the other side. All right, so off we go. We're going to take the train back. Now, this is where my oil is, way out here in some caves in the middle of nowhere. I know, there's plenty of other oil around, but we've really maxed that out now. And I have a lot of oil back at my primary factory. What we're going to do is we're going to scale it up now to 1,200 oil. Now, one of the problems with the game is that you don't really know how much oil is being transported and how much time per minute by your trains. I kind of feel like I'm going to create a second train, and that second train is eventually we use it for switches and things like that. Once update 5 comes through, and then we'll use 2 trains to run this, and we'll have it where it does sidetrack and one goes by and the other one goes around it and all of that. We'll test all of that fun stuff out later on. Right now, let's get back. Let's start to work on some serious power. Now, I literally made 160 oil factories because we could. And it is producing about 10,000 power, rivaling nuclear power right now. And that's going to allow us to completely revamp the bulk of our base. And here we are coming in. Oh, we've got a moonlight coming in. Here we are coming in. Now, over here also, we are collecting some more materials that it's going to pick up here. That I need to get up here to front. That it's going to pick up from, and even this needs to be scaled up. All this stuff, I'm just scaling everything up, starting at the very beginning. Look, it doesn't even bother to pick it up; it's already full. I'm just scaling all of this up, and we'll revamp all of that. We'll scale that up. We'll revamp all of this down here and scale that up. You get the general idea. I love using trains. Trains are very fun. Here's my current oil. So take a little before and after photo. It's about to go down. I think I only have about 10 of those right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, yes. About 10 of those. And also, if you look over here, you can see that I have just a couple. As you can see, just massive amount of oil. Now, it's already got all the oil over here, which is not even using, which is pretty scary. Now, let's go ahead and take our awesome sink out for right now. We're going to go ahead and redo a lot of this. Now, this over here also is doing some other stuff like actual fuel, and we'll need to scale up our fuel. And we're just going to scale it up for 1,200 as it is. And let's just hold down controls. We get a bunch of these like that. Boom. All right, that's out. Put this back in. Oh God, we're dropping stuff already. We're dropping stuff. Got here. All right, just a little bit of that. All right, let's sort what we got. We got a lot of this and we got a lot of that. Let's get rid of a lot of that and then do this. Okay, here we go. Now, as you can see, I've got lots of stuff going on here, and we're trying to eliminate this called spaghetti. All right, spaghetti is where you just have stuff running everywhere and it's just like a mess. That we're trying to eliminate. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be working on our train station. We're going to be working on how we're doing our oil and stuff. We're going to try to bring our oil down the center and then do a whole bunch of other factory stuff. On top of that, we're producing a lot of plastic. This we're not even doing anymore right now. We're going to take all this out. We're going to hold out. This is going to be a lot of putting stuff back in again. But oh well, let's just get what we could get here. We'll get that maximum. Boom. Yeah, I find that I hit more of the foundations than I hit anything else. But it is kind of nice to just take all that stuff out in a row. Way over there. And we can always just kind of come back down. Oh, I see them boxes. Oh, man, my fingers are not cooperating today. We can always come back down to ground level here. and drop this stuff off. Let's do some storages. We're going to have a lot of extra loot here. We'll want to go ahead and just put right over here. Now, I got a ton of stuff on me right now. I'm just going to store all of that so that it doesn't keep dropping these boxes. I hate these boxes with a passion. Oh, I forgot to keep my concrete. That would have been useful. Concrete. Where you at, concrete? There we go. So we can go over here and get these in here. Back in we go. Get this. Like that. Satisfactory has one of the best building system, if not the best building system in any game. Look how easy it is to just put these foundations right back in again. Super easy. If you keep your inventory not full, you won't get these randomized boxes. And it's great that it gives you the resources back, so you don't have to go collect the resources again and all of that. Very, very fun. Okay, so this time, instead of doing it the way we did it before, we are going to try to bring the train tracks right here into the center and then just have massive tons of oil being fed on both sides. And so that's really what I want to do. I'm going to take the tower out for now. And so let's start with our train tracks here. And we're going to try to divert our primary train track right down here. What are we going to need? Steel beams and more steel beams. All right, let's get it. Let's get ourselves some steel beams out of here. No, or not. Over here. All right, steel beams, a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and get that again. There we go. And what are we doing? Right there. All right, we'll do it from here. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of center it along the area to get it started. And then I'm just going to go ahead and run it nicely. Let's say to right about there. Okay, and I'll divert the track and do all that stuff later. But what I want to do is I want to think about how I'm going to distribute all of this oil that is going to be being brought in. It's going to be a lot of oil, too. It's 1,600 oil per minute. And so that's a lot. And so I want to definitely have a lot of the containers and things like that that will contain it. But I need to think about how many cars I'm going to use. Like right now I'm using 2 cars. And you have to think about how much per minute is it going to be bringing back on the train. And if I add more cars to the train, if that's going to be very useful in the long run. So I can tell you this is all full in here. That's full. This is just going to top these out here. These are all full. So right now I've got all this backlog that I can feed into elsewhere. I could put a valve on there and just drain all of these and move all of these over here. So let's just go up here. Again, this cool thing about the hover pack is that you can float around and get a kind of a bird's eye idea of what you want to do. So we definitely know we want to have a fluid freight platform. We're going to need all of those materials for that. Let's go get those. All this stuff on me right now. There we go. Get rid of some of that other stuff I don't need right this moment. So we're going to go ahead and start with a fluid freight platform. And that's going to be its primary goal here. Oh, don't have enough heavy modular frames. No. And no. Okay, no worries. No worries. Let's go look back here and see if we got some sitting back here among the spaghetti. You can see I'm going to be clearing all this stuff out and really cleaning this up. Same thing with all these lines that are running back here and all this stuff. This is the whole purpose of starting from the beginning, and I do this on purpose, by the way, to trigger everybody in chat, because everybody hates this after a while. If you play the game for a while, you really want to make it elegant and make it run, and all these lines would run underneath and all of that. But I find it incredibly funny to do that early game and then come back and make it beautiful later on. As you can see, I am working away on it. We can take some of this stuff out. We're not even using a lot of these conveyors anymore. All right, and we need our heavy modular frames. So let's go see where those are hiding at. Over here. Over here somewhere. Oh, no, actually they're in the front. That's right, they're in the front over this way. And they're being made over here somewhere and pumped into one of these boxes. Those are computers there. And these are heavy modular frames, no doubt. To there, running along this, going up to here, going along here, going way over to the other side. Oh, God, it needs to be way fixed. All right, so let's get in. Now, our biggest problem right now is heavy modular frames, so we need to get into how we're going to get those going. What are we waiting on right now? Encased industrial beams. Okay. So let's see which one of these is encased industrial beams. It would be this one because it has nothing in it. And I'm sure I've got some of those hiding around. And I've got it disconnected right there. Good to know. And then let's go over here. Let's go over here and see if we've got... Stop it! Get some of these in a box. That's me, everybody. It's not the game. It's me pressing wrong buttons. Take all. And then we'll want to disable this for going out here, like that. And then we can go ahead and just put these in here to get it started. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and just put the rest of these. Take that out and put the rest of these in there. All right. Now those are going to run in there. Are going to make us a bunch of heavy modular frames. And I actually might. I got a boost on me. I'll go ahead and just give a little extra boost action as well. Boost that up a little bit. How are we looking over here? I think we got plenty of computers for right now. Don't really have to worry about that. But I do need some heavy modular frames to make some train stations and such. Now let's go ahead and look at our overall power right now. Let's see. Our capacity is 12,000 megawatts. We are rocking it. Getting that from mainly from our coal plants. Right now our consumption is 3,000. We really do need to work also on how all of our power runs and all of that. The power runs here are really not that great. All of this can be removed. I'm just going to use my control key to take out all this stuff, and then I'm just going to drop down, get a little bit of all of this. Okay, good. Take all this out. It's all going to be redone. Okay. Oh, a little backup. I have backup biomass burners there. Ah. That's just to get that fired up when it goes offline. Got a lot of stuff to take out. Oh. All these lines we'll take out. I'm trying to get the lines without taking out the foundations because it's really annoying to have to redo your foundations all the time, but we'll do what we gotta do. You just press control, by the way. You don't have to hold it down. You can just press it to get individual items if you want to be more precise, like that. And then also I can use F like I'm going to take it out, and then middle mouse button to pick it up. That's how I just did those foundations. So I don't have to individually keep picking it over and over again. Either through macros, or not macros, but your key sets, or through going into the thing. Take a lot of that out. Yeah, it's really great to have this hover thing because it really does help a lot. I don't even know what that's refining over there. It's probably making it something into something so I can run it in the awesome sink because I see the awesome sinks over there. Take all that out. All getting redone. Now this is not a small project, everybody. This is a big boy of a project. Whenever you really start to scale stuff up, for sure, for sure. But it's definitely going to be worth your time in the long run. Another thing that I'm going to do is go underneath here, and I'm going to run a lot of my lines underneath, and also a bunch of power lines so that when I'm going along, I don't lose power all the time and end up falling down on the ground. So let's store all of that. Store all of this again. And let's keep taking stuff out. Now, I don't need any of this power right now, so I can go ahead and just start sweeping all of this stuff as well. Get all these big boys. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of resources right there. Again, redo all these power lines and whatnot. So I find when I'm waiting for resources, this is like the best thing to do, is to go through and kind of fine-tune all of your stuff. Yeah, I'll take one of those out. That's okay. Lost a little bit of oil there, but we'll be fine. Again, all this needs to be massively reworked. Now, the first thing you always do whenever you're revamping something is do demolition. Just like if you're having your house redone or something like that, you would first start with the demolition of the stuff that you don't want, and then you would go ahead and start putting in stuff that you do want. That's how it works. There you go. Nooshke, hey Kez, I don't think I will ever, it will ever not make me smile to see you holding that coffee cup in this game. You love it? Right, yeah. The funny thing is I don't even drink coffee. It is made by Coffee Stain Studios, so there you go. They had to have a coffee cup. The whole point of that coffee cup, by the way, is so that you don't have this in front of your face the whole time, or a chainsaw or something like that. That is blocking it. That's exactly why they made it. So you don't have that constantly in your face all of the time. Okay, so we got to get this oil from here. And actually, probably don't even need... You know what? Screw it. We're not even going to bother. We're not going to bother. We're going to take this out. I'm just going to take these materials out and just straight up move these. When you take that out, though, you just lost all that oil, though. But it's an infinite amount of oil that it can extract, so we could just as easily go and get more going on here in a minute as well. I feel like my favorite thing is to go in and just remove all this, like, spaghetti, all this, you know, pipes running everywhere and stuff all running in different directions and all of that. It's really fun to do that and take that out. You know what? We might even put the storage underneath. You know, we might put the storage in the level down below so it takes all the oil and runs it down below and then pumps it to its various places. That might be a fun thing to do as well. But for right now, we've cleared that area out. What is that? I don't know why it is, but it reminds me of a turkey in New World. Maybe I got killer turkey destruction lust. All right, there we go. All right, now we got ourselves some of them suckers. Let's run over here, and let's go ahead and get our oil going on. And let's get some of these in here. Transportation. They're going to redo all of the vehicles as well, which is really great. Fluid freight platform. Let's say we're going to do 6 of them, all right? Well, let's really scale it up. We're going to need a bunch of cable, a bunch of concrete, all of that stuff to get it going. Again, I'm just going to let it go for right now, and then we'll come back to that later on. So there's our concrete. There's our wire. Anything else we need? No, we got enough for 6 of them already. Okay. So let's do it. So let's get... Oh, actually, I have it programmed down here. Save lag. All right, come on. Really? Why don't you snap on there, bro? Floor is too steep. Must be placed with another tram platform. Oh, right. We got to extend this on. Hold on, we need our pipes back. You got to put the front of it down first. You got to put the train station down. Okay, and I'm going to assume that the train station is going to go way over there since it's going to be so much. We're going to just run this way over here. Actually, we could probably use this as another rail line to also run stuff to our space elevator. Maybe this will be our primary rail line through here. Kind of like that idea. Let's do that. All right. And then also we'll make it a circular one. So it could come through, bring the oil in, drop off all the oil, and then also go and take all the other cars and drop them off at our space elevator, or pick other stuff up and drop it off, and have multiple trains using the same track as a big kind of circle track, as opposed to what's known as a push-pull track, which is what I have right now, where you put your train station at the end. Make sure your train station is facing away from the train line like that, right? See the big arrow there that's pointing that way? That's what you want to do that. Then we'll get our train station in right there. Now, one of the things I suggest, other than muting when you sneeze, is to never trust this line, right? Just like you don't trust lifters, take that line back out again, and then put it back in, and then let it snap in, and then you know that you're going to have more of a clean station. Now we're going to call this station up here, we're going to call this oil drop off. There we go. That'll be oil drop off, and then we'll have oil pickup on the other side. Now, once we have that in, we can then take out the in-between areas there, and now we can go ahead and put in our platforms. And again, I need to decide which side am I going to have the oil go down below on. I'm going to say left side. So let's say left side. There's 1. There's 2. And 3. 4. 5. And can't afford. Oh, why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Always great to see you, Nooski. How have you been, sweetheart? What have you been up to? We haven't seen you in a while. Hope your IRLs are awesome. Nooski, if you have never met Nooski, she is the sweetest person, everybody. She's even nice to crazy people at 3 o'clock in the morning when they convince me to go drinking with them, even though I don't drink. I was kind of chaperoning and looking after them as the old guy. Her and Wrath, we went and had drinks really late, and then it turned into like 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're walking back 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's some crazy guy who was talking about Street Fighter, and she's all being nice to him, and I'm expecting the dude to stab me at any moment. He had a punk rock mohawk. Seemed like a decent guy. He seemed like a little crazy. He was out searching for some illicit substances. I was like, I don't got any, bro. I don't have anything. Sorry, man. I don't do that. You got the wrong guy. Remember that, Nooski? Trying to get us killed at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. We have a lot of those crazy events that happen, everybody. We have fun. We have fun. Back in the day. Back in the day. Now, what are we doing? We're adding this one over here. I was looking for cable. That's what I'm doing. I don't have enough cable. Don't have enough. All right. Let's go. I love this little hovering thing. It's so awesome. It's so awesome sauce. I'm going to clean all this up, too. Gotta get over here, get some of this. Go. Come on. Sometimes it's like stops in the middle of the thing. I don't know what it is. Something funky there. Maybe it's just me pressing the wrong buttons. Put the low level 1 back in. Let's get a bunch of this. And this is why I have these boxes here, by the way. They all feed into those boxes, and thus, if I need a certain resource, I can literally look at this. Oh, this is looking cool already. Looking coolio. Oh, it's time for a battle. Let's put this in, and then we're going to get that going on. Oh, and that's GG right there. Nice. Let's take this out, though, because, I never touched these tracks. And let's say nice and straight. Right to there. Guess what? Oh, man. Oh, man! Oh, I could have done that better than that. Look at the actual track splits right there. That is pretty awesome. Well, thanks for that. To myself. Because I'm the one who built it like that. And then we have a nice little track turn. This lines up perfectly right there. Awesome. And then we can go ahead, connect it over there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, my train might be stuck over there now because I just took all that out. I don't know where the train is right now, but it is probably very, very confused at this point. Let's go see if the train's over here. No, but I see the Falcon up there. Look at him flying. Alright, so now we no longer need this train track. Take all this out. Bunch of stuff in that one. And we can revamp all of our trains here to awesome. And we're taking all this stuff out. This stuff's going to definitely drop. This is a lot of resources that are going to drop on the ground. Look at it all. Yeah, it's a lot of resources. What do we got here? This is making our computers. And I think we have more than enough. We have a bunch backlogged there. Where are those going to? Oh, boy. Look at this mess. What a mess. Oh, those are going over there. Okay. This all needs to be redone. I just want to take it all out, but you don't want to take it out too soon because you might need a little something like right now I need some serious heavy modular frames. And I really need to go back. I really scaled up my modular frames, but I need to scale up my steel pipes and my industrial beams. And I don't think I need to scale up my screws. Did we scale up the screws? I thought we did. At some point that we'd made a massive amount of screws. We can always scale those up as well. But right now I'm just working on my power. And the reason why you want to work on your power, oh, and it even says oil drop off there, is because your power is always the #1 thing that's causing you to not be able to do incredibly massive builds like I'm doing down here. I'm doing a lot of massive building here, everybody. This is all like copper stuff, and it comes all the way up to the different levels to the top here and then works its way back to those boxes. Same thing down below here. You can see I have a lot of machinery down there. It's actually just layers and layers and layers of machinery down there that I'm scaling up that starter stuff. But since we have enough power now from our primary coal power, that coal power is going to help us start up all of our stuff going on over here. And we really, again, need to rerun all the power lines and all of that. And we're going to do that here in just a moment. But what we need to do is clear out some of this extra stuff here. And we're going to rework a lot of this. And probably a good idea over here on this side is to either do it on this side or on this side. And that's run the power up to this eventually, because this needs to have power, and then it's going to electrify the entire line. And then that line is actually going to bring power all the way to the end through the train tracks. So you don't actually need the thing going on there. Now, we want to go ahead and lower this down, and I think I want to put the storage down below. Or do I want to just, like, show it off up here? Huh. I'm kind of tempted just to show it off up here. I don't know. Let's make one and see how I like it. Let's make one right here. Then each one of these would have one, maybe two of these coming off of here. Let's say like that. Well, not lined up for one. I don't know, that's a little close. I don't like it so close. Let's go ahead and move it out a bit. Let's say right here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, then we can do... Whoa! Oh, God, now I'm going to die. Ah, God, whoa! Thank goodness for that electrical right there. I walked right off the edge. Woo! That was a close one. Watch this little trick. Connect that right there, and then I can just get right back up there. Woo! That was close. I was about walked off the side there, everybody. How about we just add some more of those back in? What do you think? Prevent that from happening at least for another 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm thinking, oh, you know what? Double stack. Maybe triple stack. Ooh, triple stacker. Ooh, maybe quadruple stacker. let's just start with a triple stacker. And you're like, Kevin, what do you mean triple stacker? Now, here's the thing. I could go ahead and run this pipe. I'll definitely need a pump. But I can run this pipe to the top. Right? And then that one comes down from there to this one. And then this one comes down from there to this one. And then this one then goes down into the lower level. And then feeds it up to all of the power that I'm going to put on the other side. And so triple stacker looks pretty freaking awesome. What do you guys think about that in the chat? Looks awesome, right? Oh, I'm digging it. All right, I'm glad I tried that. All right, let's do it. Hold down Control, and then try to line it. Oh, God. Try to line this up. See how that looks. That's nice and lined up. So, yeah, another triple stacker. I'm expecting a lot of oil, everybody, especially once we get this started. This, I don't like that pipeline. Here's what you can do with this, by the way. Once you have it figured out, you can go ahead and actually toggle your build mode. So it's very vertical like that. But watch what happens if I do that, right? It runs into the other pipes. And you can get away with it. It'll work. But does it look good? No. So what you want to do is go the opposite way. You start at the top, and then you come down with your vertical. And then it will move the pipe that way and then down. And then you got this beautiful, like, 90... angle there, and then it goes down, down, down into that lower area, which I really, really like. I'm liking that. All right, now we do that same thing over here. This one is going to go from up there into here. Now, this is why they make water towers, by the way, everybody. If you're unfamiliar with water towers, the way the water towers work is basically through gravity. So what they do is they pump the water up into the water tower. And then if you lose power, guess what? The water still flows downward because of gravity. And thus, if you do lose power, that's how come your shower and your sink still works. Now, remember, it only holds so much water. And if you have no power, you can't pump any more water in there. So if you ever do lose power and you have a water tower on the top of your building, I suggest to fill up some buckets as quick as possible because everybody else is filling up their buckets with the water as well. So a little tip for you, if you do lose power in your area, make sure to fill up them buckets. All right, let's keep going. Again, I don't know how much oil this is actually going to be, but we're going to see how it goes. Let's just fill in the rest of these here. Gotta line those up. Again, I'm looking at the green lines. That's what's helping me line these up. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, not enough plastic. Now you know why I left this stuff right over here, in case I run out of plastic or whatever else I'm out of. Oh my gosh, look at all that other stuff I got. Hold on. Yikes-a-rooney. There we go. All right. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to hold this much, but it's going to backlog for sure. And then we're going to build a lot of excessive amount of oil power and see how that goes, because that's freaking cool looking. I don't know about you, but I dig that. I dig it. There we go. Mini muffins are like M&Ms. You can never have just one. I had just one before I had a second one. Those are good, bro. Those are tasty good. This game is so good, everybody. It's so good. This is an instant buy. Such a fantastic game. It's like the gold standard. It's like the Witcher 3 of building games. You know what I mean? It's like the one that everybody else has to live up to now. It's just, everything about it is so freaking awesome. It's the way that it does its building, the way that you can just put your foundations down so easy, the way you can stack stuff up on top of each other, the way you can go ahead and just, you know, run your lines however you want and get your trains all connected in. It's just so freaking awesome. Let's do this side while we're at it. Well, let's just do all one side and then we'll do the other side. How about that? Start at the top here. Make sure that's an output. Actually, I don't even know why I'm using the bottom output. Why am I using the bottom output? I could be using the top output. Hold on. Definitely going to have to put a pump in there, though. It causes some additional power, but we are going to have plenty of storage for all of these. I'm also running at maximum pipe speed, which is 600. Glad I went back because I missed one there. All right, that's a little bit of oil power there. What do you think? Just a smidge. Just a smidge amount of oil. I gotta think, last time it wasn't overclocked. And it was producing about 240, right? It was producing 240 with about, you know, 8 of these. And now it is producing, uh-oh, hold on. I did that wrong. I did that wrong, my bad. Now it's producing 1,200. So instead of 240, it's 1,200. So it's gonna be quite a lot. Uh-oh. I done screwed up. No, I'm not gonna do it. Pipes in the way. I took out the wrong thing. Alright, that's going to there. This is coming down this way to here. This one is coming from the top down to here. And this one's going down into the ground. Alright, that's some serious industrial strength oil action going on right there. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and just tie in some power for right now so we can get... Now, while you're working on this kind of stuff, everybody, you should have your vehicles running. And this way they start to backlog a bunch of resources into there. And for right now, we're going to readjust all of our power later, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and power that up. And then we're going to need a bunch of pumps that are going to pump this up to the top. And I'm just going to use the highest quality one I can get to make sure we are pumping it in the right direction. Like so. And we're just going to do this all the way down. It tries to trip you up by putting the thing the wrong way each time. These pumps don't take too much power. Nice to have it vertically stacked. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of this action where we make a little bit of power poles here. And we do that. And we have those two. Let's put it in between those two. Let's say right here. And then this one. And that one. And then in between these two. And this one. That one. Alright, that's all looking good. And then we can go ahead. Just run this to the end for now. Connect that across as well. And that should get all those pumps going. Those are looking good. Alright, now we're going to reconnect this, which is connected to the power, back to the rest of the track. And then now the train that is on there right now is going to register, hopefully, right in here. Now we can go timetable. There it is. Locomotive. Can't we change the name of this? Oh, God. Saving. Next stop is going to be oil drop-off. There we go. So now that's going to start up. You may change to close the window to apply the changes. All right, there we go. There we go. Now it's going to take off. Insert choo-choo name. Oil, big oil. Right there. Big oil. Now, the train is going to come over here where I'm at, and then I'm going to dismantle the train. Because the train is incorrect based on what this is. Oh, God, don't stand on the track. You're all going to die. Whoa, that was close. You don't actually die, everybody. Just kidding. Yet. Look out for updates. All right, train. I'm not even going to let you get to the end. Oh, I can't get you. It's got to come to a complete stop. Now, once it comes to a complete stop, everybody, I will go ahead and then also go into the timetable. And I will turn the autopilot off. I will get in there. I will break it. And then dismantle it. Because it's got to align itself to how it's doing the oil on this side. And then whatever I do on this side, I got to do it on the other side as well. Now, this particular train is doing multiple things. It's also collecting resources from over there. And eventually those resources will need to be brought through here as well. So this is eventually going to be a very long train. But you want to kind of figure out how your train's going to be. And then remember that your train is going to reverse in the opposite direction. So that when you're doing a push-pull train, it's not going to just circle around and come back the right way. It'll go that way, and then this way, and then that way if you're doing push-pull. Push-pull. And that's what we're doing. So what we do with a push-pull train is we have a finish area, which is facing away, right? Facing that way. It's facing that way. And then the other one on the other side is facing the other way, right? And so your train must do the same. You got to get your train here. And then this one is going to face this way. And then you have so many oil cars, or in this case, just freight cars. Freight cars actually act as oil cars as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm assuming that's enough. I'm just taking a rough guess. All right. Now, I could figure out all the math, but I feel like it's going to be way more fun if I just give it a go, if you know what I mean. Now, the other train on the other side, which goes to the other side, needs to be turned in the opposite direction. So you have one train that way, one train this way, and there we go. Now we can go ahead and go back and try to automate our train. Over here. Oil drop-off train, and then we're going to go ahead and tell it to be timetable. Now, I'm actually going to tell it to not go to the other one. So I'm going to go here, and we're going to say oil drop-off is this first step. I think Dordich is the other side. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go ahead and take this one out. So it's no longer going to pick up or stop at the other train station for now. We're going to rework all of that later on. But right here, we got the oil drop-off and Dorchester Central. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on again and see what happens. And see if I guess the right train thing. Trying to go down onto the train. There we go. All right. Man, it's always something. I try to press C and I hit some other key, X, and it comes up. Look at this train. Now, this is a big train right here, everybody. That is one big train. Why do I have that little... I should make that go straight. I hate any extra turns that you don't need. I should totally make that straight. Okay, the name of this one... Okay, I guessed it right. The T1 was that one. This train is cranking. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring back as much oil as it possibly can in a single run. Because I'm only using one train, I could use multiple trains. So one's picking it up while the other one's dropping it off. You sync it well. That'll be good. But this goes way the heck out of here, man. It took me forever to build this out. And I built it all with supports, too. I think Reaper came in and helped me with this as well. Because it is a lot of work. And you can see my old track way down there at the bottom. And I built this way up nice and high as well. To avoid being down there at that lower level. We built it out in anticipation of making it much longer. So in theory, if I did it right, this should roll up in here and still be straight by the time it goes into the station. Now this particular station is glitching through the ceiling you see right there, and so I'm going to fix that here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and roll over here, and you can see we got power because my guy is floating. It's now going to grab that oil. Run that out. I'm going to go ahead and change the name of this station. And I guess you're going to guess what it is. Oil pickup. There we go. And now it's called oil pickup. And off it goes. So now it's got 2 of 6 there. Now I'm going to wait for it to get out of the way. And then I'm going to revamp this entire area over here. And let's say right there is good enough. Now I can cut this side over here. And what's going to do is going to cut all power to this side right now. Because it's no longer connected to the station. Now I'm going to lose a bunch of oil and stuff like that, and that's okay. I'm going to rework all of this here, and we'll run this appropriately here in just a moment. Take all this out, and let's go ahead and widen this out a bit. Okay, and then we're going to try to avoid clipping here. So we're going to back this up, maybe back it up a little bit more. There we go. Try to avoid that overall clipping in the cave there. Let's hope we have enough resources, or we're going to be taking a train back. Let's see, production, no, transportation. We're going to go and we're going to need a train station. And then we're going to need 6 of these. Right now, we need a lot more concrete, it looks like. What else do we need? Oh, we got everything else. Okay. Let's hope we had stocked some concrete over here. Usually I do. Nope. None in there. And, oh, a little bit in there. And then I can also hit F, by the way, and just look in there. Yeah, here we go. This one right here. Bunch of it in there. All right, now we are set to go. Awesome. I love the double ramps. They're my favorite. Alrighty. Get back up here. Again, we can pump that out of there. Again, avoiding this up here. We're going to run it right down the center. Let's start with that train station. Right here. Make sure it's facing the right direction, which it is. Coming right down the center here. Again, no clipping, no clipping. I don't like making anything with clipping. I don't know how I did that. I probably wasn't paying attention previously. But I don't like my stuff to do that. Okay. Now, this one's going to be fairly easy because it's only doing oil, right? If it was doing multiple things, you would have to figure out the reverse of whatever you're doing on the other end. But because I'm just doing oil, that's going to make this a lot easier. It's encroaching the clearance on this thing right here, so that thing's got to go. Cool every time, but every time I do it, it's cool. I just love the fact that it does that. All right, let's get into it. Oh, we can switch over a train set and just do it that way. I'm looking at my little command keys down there at the bottom as well. That's a lot of storage. I know, it looks awesome, doesn't it? Sorry, Kismet, I heard you, but I was around doing a Dead by Deadlight. There we go. I remember, Cherish, all the good times. That one guy was pretty sketchy, though, right? Wasn't he? Was not too sure how that was going to go, but I just thought kill him with kindness and hopefully he'll leave us alone. And he did. You were right. I also had to talk Street Fighter to him, which I had not played in forever. He was talking about how he loved Street Fighter, and oh man, when you put your quarter down there, I said, oh yeah, you put your quarter there, and you battle it out, whatever. And in my head, I'm thinking this guy's going to stab me. He's going to kill me at 3 o'clock in the morning. There ain't nobody around to witness it, just me and my mods. And I was like, oh god, this is it, everybody. This is the one. And I've been in some serious sketchy situations before, but that guy appeared out of nowhere. I didn't even see that guy. It was like he was following us or something. I don't know. That guy was highly suspect, but he turned out to be an okay guy and he didn't stab me. So I guess that's good. I didn't get stabbed, so GG. All right, so that's number 1. Let's get the rest of these in here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. All right, awesome. We take this, we connect this into here. And then what that does, that instantly starts this up, by the way, because now it has power. And then we can chain the front of this power from the actual train station itself into the actual extractors over here. So we're going to do that right here. So this is actually not going in, it's actually coming out of the train station. A very, very tricky move, if you know what I mean. All right, and we'll go ahead and run that right to there if we can. There we go. And we'll tie that back down into all that power. And I forget, what the heck are we running a bunch of? Oh, we were getting the things over there. That's right, we were getting the little worms to turn them into the boosters. All right, so that's now got its power again, but it's got nowhere to go with all that oil. And because the oil is so much coming out of there, 600 each, I'm going to basically split this into 3, 3, and 3. What do we got in this one up here? Ooh, we got a lot of stuff. All right, we got to move this materials out of down there and move it up here. Let's grab one of those. Gotta make our way through here. Where can we put this? Let's put this stuff at the end here. Let's make this stuff back over here at the end. Something like this. And then we'll leave a little gap and we'll put something on this side. Oh, I can't, I'm out. I am out. Oh my god, look at all that. Look at all that coal in there. Where the heck did all that coal come from? A bunch of coal there as well. Oh, alright. Let's try to get it without creating too much. Man, that's a bunch of fuel there as well. Man, what was I doing over here? Man, I brought a lot of resources over here. That's a lot of stuff right there. Again, we need this. We need this. Let me make some more of these suckers. Yeah, we gotta bring all this stuff back. There ain't no reason to have this much stuff out here after we get this done. Let's get all of this. What we got in that one? That one's not even nothing in that one. Another one hiding down here. Oh my god, that's gonna drop one for sure. Yeah, that's a lot. What we got in this one? Let's just float our way up there because now we have power because all of our train station stuff here is bringing in the power. So we can use our little floaty thing. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of random loot. All right, down here we go. Got that. And get all of this. I hate leaving resources behind, though most of the stuff I'll just awesome sink it. I don't need to bring tons and tons of rubber back and all of that. I'm going to be making crazy tons of that back on the other end. I was making it over here and then running it, but even easier just to take the oil and run it back to your main base. All right, and that's looking good. So let's get this train fired back up again. Let's give it a name. This is oil pickup. Give that a name again. Let's go to our train. Let's go ahead and tell it to get oil pickup. There we go. Next stop. Then we close this to get it started. There we go. Insert choo-choo name. Oil Express. There we go. Now all it does is go and picks up the oil and then takes it back over there. You're going to see it come back this way here in just a bit because if we did it right, it should now just work and then start to backlog a ton of that oil, feeding it up into the top ones, and then gravity, of course, helping us feed it down into the bottom ones, and then we'll go ahead and feed that across. Now, the big problem right now, though, is there's no oil for it to pick up. So we got to get on that. And even if it comes over here and grabs it and goes away, that'd be fine. The number one thing whenever you're playing this game, everybody, is the fact that you got to have power. If you have power and all your other stuff aren't working, you're just fine. You can go in and rework all of this stuff. Where the heck is it? Oh, right there. Okay. I want to go ahead and add some more foundations out here. I did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. There we go. And then get down to there. There we go. All right. We want to add... Give ourselves some room here on this side where we can put all these pipes in. Connect them all together. Now, you can't really destroy some areas in the terrain. Like, I can't blow up this mountain or take this mountain out or shape that out. There's certain things you can blow up, like little trees and flowers and weird things. But I can't blow that thing up, right? Oh, there's a yellow up there, too. I can't blow this thing up and knock it off of there, right? So sometimes you have to clip through some of that stuff. And so, like over here, clipping through that just a little bit. No big deal. No big deal. We'll just go with it. Okay, so now we need the inputs here. And so we're going to go ahead and work on some inputs. We're going to need our sheets and stuff. And it's okay to let it run while you're doing other stuff. Oh, man, all that stuff needs to be brought back. Yeah, all this too. Boy, let's just get the one here at the end. It's our main stuff, and then put the coal back. There we go. And, all right, we got a little bit of something going on there. Now, I'm just going to connect it at the bottom level, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look at the overall distance of it, and I'm just going to bring it out like this. And here's the biggest secret in this game. You rotate it, and you bring it forward by 2. Now, you can see it a little bit better if you're hovering, but you're going to see you get a nice little elbow there. Right, but if you're up above, it makes it a lot easier to line it up perfectly straight. And then 1, 2, and then rotate. And then you get this really beautiful 90 degree. Now, the great thing about pipes is they are both a merger and a splitter. So that you don't have to, you know, like run separate lines. You can just connect them together like this. And then, of course, we also want to go ahead and connect it directly into this one. Awkward there, but we got this. And then run that into there. Remember, this is an input. These are all inputting into there. And then we want to go ahead and make ourselves a nice little step area here. There we go. And then step it down. And we'll just put it. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And it's really an aesthetic thing after a while, everybody. It's how you like your lines run and all of that. I'm going to go ahead and run this back. And we no longer need this ramp. Take that out. Nice. Don't need a splitter. Don't need this anymore. And then directly. Oh, what? What? Oh, I just don't have enough. Literally just need a little bit more. I'll just take this one out over here. So we can get this one at least started filling. Literally, like, by one thing, that was being blocked. That was funny. By one sheet there that I didn't have. All right, let's clean all this up in here, too. This is a mess. You know, all these random things around here that I got for climbing up onto stuff. Take all that out. There we go. I mean, how many of these do we need? Not that many, I can tell you. Like I want to run that under too. Let's run this under. By under, I mean you can actually attach stuff to the ceiling, which is just so cool. I absolutely love that. Look at how we can attach that. And then what we do is we just take this out. And then we reattach these to right there. Now, those are nicely attached. We take this out. And then we want to go ahead and kind of run this off to the side. So I kind of feel like I want to run it to the right. Doesn't really matter. But whatever you feel like doing, whatever's your jam. And then we want to go ahead and actually do a double. I don't think we can do it because the thing is too thick. I don't think we can do a double wall outlet vertically. Yeah, I don't think we can do that vertically. Alright, well, we'll do what we got to do. Let's run this here. Like that. And we're going to need to run around. I hear another one of those things somewhere. It's making that noise. Trying to get close enough to the train station so I can use my power. Alright, where are you at? Oh, fell off. And there we go. And now we got the power running down below. You know I'm not going to leave it like that, everybody. You know I'm not going to leave it like that. You know I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. And go through all that effort to fix it, and then it's like way over there. I would go ahead and bring it over this way. Maybe do a little daredevil action. Hang off the side a little bit. And then take this one out. Run that down across. Now, it probably would have been better to do it on this side because then the line is actually connecting that side. You know what? Let's just go ahead and fix it. Let's do it proper. Let's get it here. Hang off the edge a little because we're crazy. Really line that up nicely. Let's say something like that. Take this out. Right along the side here. Worth the extra little effort to make it happen. There we go. All right, now that's nice and clean. Power's running over here. These are all fired up and ready to go. Need me some more of the thingies. Let's see, where they at? I'm just hitting F like I'm going to take it out. I have a feeling I'm going to have to run back and get some more. Always something. Always something. All right, we'll wait for the thing to come this way. Let's go ahead and see if our oil is pumping in here. I don't see any oil being pumped in here. I see the power going. I see it over here. I don't see it. Oh, it is pumping out of there. Oh, it is pumping out of that one. It's going along. Oh, I gotta have. I gotta put back in my pump. Gotta put back in the pumpies. And how convenient that I just happen to have some power right there. Because when it gets to the end there, it's not able to go up the thing because there's no pump pushing it up the thing. You don't pull liquids, everybody. You push liquids. There we go. Now it's going to start filling that up nicely. Going to fill all three of those. All right. We don't have enough things to finish our line here, but we could do a little bit of this while we're waiting. Of that going. Now again, the train will come back. Oh, no, I missed the train. I think I missed the train. It snuck in here when I wasn't looking. I can always make another train, everybody, so no big deal. Not enough. Okay. Now, you could just drive your car back or whatnot, but you can also just go make yourself your own train and use that as a back and forth for now, because there are no collisions right now. Oh, if you had the resources. If you had the resources, you could. I'm missing steel pipes. And then some beacons. And away we go. Now I'm manually driving this one. The other one's automated right now. But they will be adding... whoa, why is that so crooked like that? Look at that line, how it's really crooked. Oh, it makes me want to fix that. Because whenever you have that kind of stuff going on in your lines, one, it doesn't look very good. And two, it actually is slowing down your train. You want to have it as straight as possible. Same thing through here. Look at this kind of bend in those tracks. I love the trains in this game. They're so awesome. So awesome. Kids, if you can get a major rune of holding, I can make iron chests. I'm going to get you 10 of them. I'll get you as many as I need. How about 4? I'm going to go get 4 of them later tonight. I'm going to grind that. I'm already doing my rep out in Cutlass Keys. If you guys want to come join me for some rep quests, I'm definitely going to be doing that out there and doing some other quests as I'm running around as well, just random quests. So you're welcome to always join me whenever I'm questing or whatever I'm doing stuff. You're welcome to pick up the quest too and just run around. Oh, man, I want to fix that too. Look at that. Unnecessary bend there too. Unnecessary. Now the train went by. I didn't even see it. I was looking at my chat. But as you can see, there was no collision. By the way, you can just ghost ride this thing too and it'll come to its own stop. I'm gonna pick it up. Like that. Okay, so we had to come all the way back over here because Kismet does not have enough resources. Oh man, I just gotta clear all this stuff now. I can't handle it anymore. I tortured you guys enough and myself. I can't even handle it, everybody. I don't even like to see the spaghetti. Get out of here. Get all that trash out of the way. Get all this trash out of here. Oh my god. Oh god, Kismet, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing with all of this running all over the place? Get it out of there. Yeah, I've gone maximum amount of time that I can handle it, everybody. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Oh, man. All right. We'll get all that back up and running. Don't worry, everybody. We'll get that looking so sweet. Speaking of, let's get this out of here. Let's go ahead and get some of these out of here. Like so. All right. Again, we'll work on all of this. We still got to do a bunch of other stuff too. Again, like our encased industrial beams, our steel production, all of that going. But look at this. Woo, mama, that looks looking sweet. Looking sweet. Okay. Now, oops, stop pressing that. I keep hitting X instead of C. Or actually, I think I keep hitting Z. Z brings up your map after you unlock it at some point. So yeah, another train spinned around the other way, and here we go. Now this ain't going to be able to be done in Update 5 because you will ram into your other train and knock it off of the tracks. I don't know if it's going to run you over, but if there's collisions of train versus train, I would imagine there's collision train versus person as well. And see, the great thing about this game is you always feel like you have something to do. You always feel like you want to fix that thing. Oh god. You always feel like, oh, I just want to fix that thing. I just want to do that thing and add this more thing and do that other thing. It is multiplayer as well. The second they hit servers, everybody, you know we're going to get a mega server for this for sure. Absolutely. Big old fat mega server. We're just going to build on it and build on it and build on it over a long period of time. They are trying to work toward release as well. This is just early access, everybody. This is a 10. This is an 11. out of 10. So let me be real clear. This is 11 out of 10, the only 11 out of 10 I've ever given in early access, everybody. This is an instant buy. Absolutely. If you love to build stuff, if you love to collect resources and convert them into other things, if you like to do trains, if you like to do vehicles, if you like to explore and find all sorts of awesome stuff all over the place, as well as, by the way, female protagonist as the main character in this one. I don't mind. I didn't mind it in other games like Subnautica Below Zero, and I don't mind it in here. I typically don't play females because I'm a dude, but I don't mind playing them if that's the main character. I don't have anything against it. In fact, probably ladies can handle more of this kind of craziness than us dudes, man. Us dudes be freaking out. Our dudes would be freaking out if we got on some alien world. Someone dropped us on there and said, hey, go get us some resources. Because that's basically the gist of this. The gist of this is you work for a giant space corporation, and they drop you on this planet, and your job is to collect resources and then send it up to them. And that's basically what you're doing. So you start off with some basic resources, and you work your way up to the larger and larger resources as you go. It's very, very fun. I wonder if I did a playthrough where I just started overclocking everything at the very beginning. I wonder, see, that makes me think about doing that. See, every time I play this game, it makes me want to start over again. Not because I don't like the game, it's because it is so fun. Yes, I know, right? I was just talking about that, Nimble. I was just talking about that, about how it's bringing collisions and how it's bringing train switches and all of that fun stuff. It's going to be super fun, everybody, for sure. Oh, we got a battle going on. Let's do that while I eat my last little muffin out of my packet. Oh. To battle! All right. We don't got a lot of peeps, but we're mighty. Let's go. I've boosted you guys on your range damage. I'm going to go ahead and tank this baby. And we'll just wait patiently for them to come to us. I'm grabbing all the football. Look at that. Nice move on that rogue. Who is that? Oh, I missed it. Can't see. I can't see. I can zoom in. How about that? I think we got this. All right, man. That's not a lot of peeps. That was, how many peeps was that? 22. Normally we have like 100 plus, but I haven't been doing battles in a week or so. So I've been working on New World. Subi, a power man walking away with some loot. Subi coming in MVP with 16 kills. Fantastic job. We're going to go here on the low side. Now we are getting close to that, getting Saltbot in there. We are 58 of 100. If you do want to help support the stream and you do like doing these battles, feel free to go ahead and support the stream by purchasing those skins in-game. It does help out a lot. Appreciate everybody who does. Go for it, everybody. Put those units down. We're going to keep them battles going for a bit longer. All right, that should be pumping now. We got half of the... Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah, fill that up, baby. Fill that up. Take that back. Now, we're doing a bit above and beyond here so we can make sure that we have enough of this oil all going back at the same time. So we're going to pump all this in here as best we can. Get our pipes there. We're going to go ahead and... Which one is the... That is an output. Why am... Oh, hold on. Hold on. That one's right. Output or input. Input, input. This one is an output. Glad I saw that. I always like double check all my stuff because I do make mistakes from time to time. It's going to happen. No big deal. Make a mistake. Just take it out and refix it. Like so. And then this one right here. Especially when you're doing stuff that's really super complex like this. There's one of these is going to be messed up. You just know it. Just assume it's messed up and you will never be wrong. All right, there we go. Those are good. And then, whoa, hello. We got to get this filled in down here, so when we go down, we don't accidentally go whoop to our death. Ah. Something like that. And then we'll bring this out of the center. Oh, too close. Too close, huh? No worries. Just do this. Works just as good. Say that. Alright, that's looking good. And then we'll run this one out. A nice little 90 in there. Oh, here comes our train. And we'll run it way along the outside edge here. Thank you so much. Whoa, $25. Whoa, Kidney Killer. I saw you were playing some New World, by the way, Kidney Killer. I saw it on Steam. I was sending out a message on Steam to all my peeps who watch me on Steam. And I saw you were playing some New World. I hope you're enjoying it. And thank you so much for that massive donation, everybody. Show them some love in the chat. We're getting going. Does this game, or will this game, have a story to it like Subnautica? It will. They're actually working on the storyline right now. Based on how awesome they have made not only this game, but also the fact that they, did you know they also published Valheim, which is another fantastic game, as well as based on this game, I bet their story is going to be pretty good. I think they got some great peeps over there. They're going to do a really phenomenal job on bringing that storyline to life. And that's really what they got so far, because they're working on all of this other stuff, which is, you know, making all the fluids work and what they want to add to the game and all of that stuff. But it works pretty well, as you can see. Pretty well in early access. By the way, if you have not played Subnautica Below Zero, I highly recommend that one. I have not finished an actual game here on the stream, and I can't tell you how long. And I finished that one because it was so compelling. It was so good. I could not help myself. And I didn't even realize I'd finished it. I was like, oh, is that it? I was like, oh, okay, cool, man, we finished that one. So I definitely highlight it. Remember, it's actually a separate entire thing from Subnautica, Subnautica Below Zero, and it's really, really great. A lot of great new technologies and different things that you can combine together to make different types of vehicles to go around and get a bunch of resources. Very, very good. All right, so now they're both up and running, and I think we're done. GG. We got our oil pickup going on. Now, before you walk away, always walk over here and make sure that you see that these are opened all the way up, and that they're cranking through there. Now, again, I'm splitting this up from 600 into 200, 200, 200. So it should be about 200. Should be that flow rate, which is correct. And then because there's a certain amount of time it takes to get over to the other one and then dump the oil off and then make its way back. Now, I can really only hold about 1,200 per canister, so I can't hold the full 2,400. So if I've done it perfectly, it should arrive right about the time in which it hits 1,200, which I doubt. I have a feeling that I might have to add even more if I wanted to grab all of it and stay in perfect sync with the amount that it is doing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, over here, this one's still filling up. And eventually it's going to hit an equilibrium as well. Like it's picking up so much of it, it's dropping so much of it off. And if I come over here and I see that the tanks are always full, then I should add another car and another car and another car until I see that it's about 1,200 by the time it comes back and picks it up. Because 1,200 is the maximum amount it can pick up in any one fluid container, which is basically half of this, right? So each one of these is holding half of a full container, right, at maximum. And so in theory, you could just have 2 of these going in here and 2 of those going in the next one, and so on, so it fills up to a certain amount. But right now, that's going to be a lot. That's a lot, and we still got to do a lot of the work on the other end of it. And we're going to go for this battle another 23 minutes, and then we're going to call it for today, and then we're going to come back later tonight, play a bunch of New World. Oh, here we go. I don't need to make a trade. Here comes the trade. Let's watch it. Let's watch it load. Ah, we're hitting that darn X. And that's right the moment it tries to save. Trying to hit C to get down on the thing. There we go. That's some coffee. So freaking cool. Every time. Every time it's cool. How many games have you played that every time it does something, it's cool? Every time it does the trains, it's cool. Every time it does, when I'm putting foundations down, it's cool. That's hard to do, considering I've played this game for literally hundreds of hours for years now, and love it every single time. It is just so incredibly brilliant. It's like a genius mode these guys went into, and I'm telling you, I wish I could capture that and bottle it. I'd be the richest man in the world. That kind of genius. Subnautica Below Zero is one of the best games. I've played 4 different playthroughs of it. Really? Why would you play multiple playthroughs? Is there like different directions you can go, or is it just still the same thing if you play through? Does it have a different ending? Were you like a smart aleck with the guy instead who was in your head? Kids, my first MMO, for me, big learning curve, trying it out, big difference from first-person shooters. That is true, Kenny Killer. That is very true. I have been studying New World like I was going to take the New World SATs. I mean, it's big. It is huge. The map, I've been doing the map, by the way, and I was taking screenshots. Whoa, oh, God, here we go. Lightning coming in again. Oh, my gosh, 45 bucks. Buy a key and raffle off. Spread the love. I will. I'm going to go ahead and raffle off another. Are you talking about New World, right? Or are you talking about Satisfactory? Let me just be super clear. Because when people do donate and they say, Kismet, I've donated for this reason, like I gave away a bunch of New World copies that they donated and say, Kismet, this is just for giving it away on stream. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, bro. I'll give it away, no problem. Make sure to let me know. New World, all right. Hey, I will give away another copy of New World this week, all right? How about on Saturday? On Saturday, I will give that away. Now, know everybody that if you do want to join us in New World, sadly, our server is the best in New World, which means that they block the ability to create a brand new character. But you can go on a low pop server, play over there, do not create another guild. Otherwise, I'll have to listen to the, they're not loyal to our guild and blah, 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 blah from past members and all of that. But definitely go in and get that going on. Why did that not unload? Oh, I don't have it set to unload. I have it set to load, but I forgot to tell it to unload. Oh, man. I failed that one, bro. I fished that one. You got to go in and tell it to unload it. Otherwise, it thinks it's loading over here as well. On the other, see, it defaults to load. So you have to tell it to unload. There we go. Well, that's okay. Now all that's getting filled up, and then when it comes back, boom, it's going to do all of them all at the same time and start to load that in. See, I wanted to backlog it a bit. But believe me, it's going to backlog itself while I'm building out the rest of all the other stuff on this side. So, yeah. GG, Candy Killer. Thank you so much for showing some love to my community. Thanks for getting on the Kismet Love Train today, everybody. Did we hit those 5 subs? We're getting close. We're 1 of 5, getting that going on. And again, Candy Killer, you're always welcome to come play with us once they allow, and everybody else who wants to come join us for some New World. Nooshki, you should be playing some New World with us. Oh my God, you will be massively addicted to it. It is so epic. And again, I've been working so hard behind the scenes. I literally took thousands of screenshots of the map, and I've been going through and putting, so I put one down, and then I take another one, I put it over, and I align it, and then I do another one, times 1,400 screenshots. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing leading up into New World for months. Yeah, thank you very much, Kitty Killer. Also giving you guys some love in the chat. I'm telling you, he's the man. You guys should be showing him lots of love in that chat right now. Because guess what? Original True Shot, Scott, Dane Copter, Coldplay, and Big JP got a sub. I think Big JP was in between subs there. I think he was re-upping. Just got a gifted sub. Big JP is another one who's been subbed to my channel forever. Thank you so much for being a love train conductor today, Kidney Killer. Thanks also for those donations to my community and to the stream. You guys are the ones that keep this magic going, everybody. They were talking about earlier how they breached Twitch and they found out what everybody earns. You guys would be sad you figure out I don't earn nothing doing this. I put it all right back in the stream. Even my accountant is befuddled by the fact that I don't make anything doing this. Again, it's not for that, everybody. It's for my health. It's for bringing little moments of joy in the world. I have worked to make money before in my lifetime, and I've made a lot of it. And I've spent a lot of it. I've spent all of it, really. And so I don't do that anymore. I don't just go do stuff for money. Because I can go be a graphic designer. I can go do all of that and make money. But if you want to do something in your life that inspires you out of the bed every day, and I've done everything you do in graphic design, it's like GG done, right? You've done all the achievements in a game, then you want to move on to another game, and that game is streaming for me, and that is bringing a little happiness into Peeps Day every day, right? And if I can do that until the last day that I survive or on this planet, then I think I did it right. I think I did the second half for the last 9 holes, if you're into golfing, did it right. I just want to see all this oil get pumped into here. It's going to be insane. Now, how many rounds is it going to take before it fills this up? So this is 2,400. Each car is going to be 1,200. So that means it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 rounds, all of those will be filled. In 6 rounds. That's pretty crazy, everybody. That's pretty crazy. Now, again, I don't know what the balance of it is. And they are going to add the ability for you to tell the throughput of your vehicles and hopefully also trains, so you know that the oil is coming in at a certain rate. And then once you know what the oil's coming in, the rate they're coming in, then you can build all the rest of your stuff in sequence. And if you know it's not coming in at that fast enough rate, you can then increase the size of your cars and all of that. Oh, here we go. First big unload. Oh, yeah. Now, I think this is one of the largest trades that I've done, everybody. I usually just fuddle around with trains because, again, I'm not trying to do everything in the game, even though I've played it for years. And the reason why is because it's not released yet. See, I don't go mods, I don't go hardcore on games until they release. And then once they release, then I will go insane on this. You think what I'm doing now is insane? You wait till we get all them servers fired up. Now, let's see. Oh, it's working. It's working. All right, so it's pumping it to the top one, then running it down to the second one, and down to the third one. Now, I actually have some real-life water barrels, which work very much like this, where I have one water barrel that's up a bit higher, and then one that's down lower. And what it's going to do is it's going to default into that lower one, and it's going to fill that lower one first until it reaches the level of the other one's water, and then that one, they'll both start to rise together. And then when it reaches a certain level, I have an output on the top that will run off any excess water down a kind of a gutter that I have by my water barrel. So I understand how fluids work. Very important to get that kind of idea of how it works. Now, I only want it to go in one way. Obviously, I want it to go in up here and then work its way down in here. So I should see eventually this bottom one filling up. And that's what you want to see. You want to see that bottom one filling up, and then we'll run it under and over and away from this particular area. It's got a little bit in there. How are we doing up here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, also what it's doing is it's going to fill up down here as well. So you have not only the storage of that, but the storage of this one and all of that up above. So you want to get that going on as well. Whoa, Keep Mouse coming in with the 18 months of sub love. Thank you so much. Man, so much love in the street. Did you just donate again? Holy mackerel, Candy Killer. Another $5. Make it an even sawbuck spent today. Well, thank you. Thank you, Candy Killer. There you go. That's how to even it out. And I'll show, of course, Candy Killer some massive love in the chat, everybody. Make sure to thank him for those gifted subs. Show some love to Keep Mouse for keeping the Kismet love train going today. I appreciate all you guys coming in. Man, we're creeping up. We're creeping up on that 250 subs, man. You guys are crushing it. And we have crushed our sub goal for today. Here's some fireworks for you. There we go. All right. Now, while that is doing its thing, let's go ahead and work out how we're going to do all of our power over here. Now, we don't have a lot of room over here. Boop. We don't have a lot. Now, if I die, everybody, no big deal. I'm at my base, so I just respawn at my base, bring back get my stuff. So I never worry about dying. I also don't keep my health up, if you notice. If I die, no big deal. I've got a way to get it back. Now, if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, you definitely want to have your health up then, because that's a long trek back to try to get your health. But if you're not, then you just do your thing. Now, we need to put in a crazy ton of oil power plants, and we need to figure out the ratio of our oil plants. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have enough time today because we are getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Another 13 minutes we're going to go until we do that battle. But what we want to do is we want to produce some power, and we're doing fuel generation of our power. Now, we also need to produce some plastic and rubber and whatnot. We'll get into that in a bit, but first we're going to start with one fuel generator. So let's get that fuel generator, and let's just kind of figure out how we're going to do our overall fuel. And I'm just going to go ahead and square this out. Let's say down the center of one of these. Let's say something like that. Okay, so now this is actually not an oil generator. It's a fuel generator. So we're going to need fuel to make this work. And so we're going to need the actual fuel converters or refineries to do that. So we're also going to need to go in production. We're going to need to go ahead and find our refinery wherever the heck it went right there. We're going to go ahead and just put that right next to it. And this is what I call the play yard, where I just throw stuff down. And you can also look it up by X, and you can type in all the stuff that you need. But I like to just throw it down and get a general idea. Now, what we need to do is we need to make fuel. And that fuel comes from oil, right? And so it's going to make a certain amount of fuel each time. So 40 fuel per minute, and then it's going to make some resin. Now, resin you can take and you can make it into other stuff as well. But I find that the easiest way is just to get rid of it. Just to run it in the awesome sink. Forget about it. Don't even worry about it. You got all this complex math you have to do to make it do it. But I will eventually make the math all work. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to eliminate that eventually. But we're going to go ahead and run that out. And we're going to make 40 fuel per minute. And then we're going to run it in here. Now, this is going to be using a certain amount per minute. And we need to figure out what that number is. Now, I already know what the number is, but I'm going to show you how to figure it out. The first thing we're going to do is just snatch a bit of oil from over here. And we're going to run it underneath to line up over there. So let's go ahead and start by using our walls right here. And I can just use one of these like this. And we're going to try to run this underneath. Now, one of the problems is it's kind of hard to snap that underneath there. And get that going. So what I do is I typically won't use that type of wall. I'll use a regular wall like this. And then try to snap it down. It lets me. Come on, you. Oh, I saw you there. There we go. And snap that down a little bit. Why not? Now I can actually fly, everybody. Like this. That's a long way down, though. And so as long as I'm close enough to the power here, I can fly my way down. It's very risky. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that down just a little bit. And we're going to create a little area under here, which I call an underrun. You can actually see that I have some of the areas here, which are already underrunning a bunch of lines. And those underruns are going to make it where you don't see all the pipes and the lines and all of that stuff, and kind of cleans it up. It's kind of like the wires in your house. You have a bunch of wires in your house that you don't even know are there, and the reason why you don't know they're there is because they're running through the wall right now. And they are doing a fantastic job of being not seen. And that's what you want. You want to go ahead and get your underrun here. Now, when I'm doing an underrun, I will go ahead, or a sandwich level is another great name for it. I will use these smaller ones, which are the 8x1s, because they're not holding any machinery like this. We'll get a general idea of where we're going. And then we'll go ahead and take this off and see what we see up here. Now, I probably don't have... Oh, I do have some power there. Oh, man. I did that like perfect, man. That was a guess, everybody. I can pretend like I was that good, but that was just nothing short of a guess there. An educated guess, though. I guess because I've been playing so long, I just naturally knew exactly how far it was. Or I was just incredibly lucky. I'm going to say the second one. All right, now one of the cool things you can do in this game is you can very quickly add foundations across like this. Now again, if you can fly, what you can do is you can get down like this, down to an eye level. Oop. You can get down to an eye level, and then you can actually run these even easier. The thin ones are really hard to run because you have a tendency to misclick. But if you get down to eye level, they run a little bit better. I don't know. I seem to find that just getting down to like this and then doing it like this, I'm so used to doing it this way. And then just lining it up on the side here. and just moving toward the side, kind of turning your cursor into the edge, has a tendency to work better for me. That's just me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run this down in here. Now, I like to run the pipes in a cool way, and that is in a way where it's going to run this way, and then it's going to end up running through this, and it's going to end up coming back this way, so it runs across, right? So I like to use the windowed ones. Those are really fun. The ones that got a nice little single window here. We're going to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and work this up like this. And then we're going to go ahead and figure out how we're going to do this pipe. That's not centered. That's not very centered. But oh well, we do what we got to do. So we're going to run that there. And then we're going to put one down here. And then we're going to run this straight. Add a little thing around there, and then we're going to run this down into there, and then we can run this across. Now, what we want to do, because of the distance, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. And then we do that. Most pipes or conveyors run about 6 in distance. And then we decide where we want to go up. Let's say we're going to go up right here. That is too close. Too close. Can't afford. I need more plates. Take that out. I'm going to run up there. Now remember, when you're running it this way, if you run it up, it's going to be going back the other way. So you got to figure out how you're going to make that logistic work. And what I suggest to do is to move this back by 1. And do this and this. And we'll move that other stuff around. And then we'll line this up like this. And I'm really enjoying doing it this way, where you have this glass panel and you can see what the heck you're doing with everything. Like that. And then we run this up here and it does a nice little vertical. We connect that into there. And there we go. Now this is definitely going to need pump to pump it, but it looks like it's pumping pretty well. Up into there. And let's go ahead and use our little fly thing here to get up here. Let's move this out of the way. Move this over. Right here. Again, at any time you can take stuff out and rearrange it. And that's what's so great about this game, is that you get all your resources back. You don't have to go get the resources again, which really sucks. You have to go and find all the resources every 5 seconds. Okay, so there we go. Refine that. We're going to go ahead and tell it to refine some fuel temporarily. And we're going to have to really scale this up, everybody. I mean, to a massive, massive level. Remember, this is 1,200 oil being pumped into here right now. It's going to definitely need to be way, way larger than what we're doing. That is for sure. All right, so that's going to pump into there. That's going to go ahead and start making some fuel. Now, when we make some fuel here, again, we're going to need to make it into fuel so we can put it in our power. And again, we're doing a huge amount of fuel generators. And so I'm just going to offset this just a little bit, kind of set it off to the side. And then we're going to have this. Oh, actually, let's do it the other way, just to make it easy. And we'll just set it down the way a little bit here. And so the fuel coming out of here, I'm going to go ahead and run into here. And then there's a little problem, though, is that we do have an output of this, which is your polymer resin. And when that polymer resin fills up, it'll actually stop the entire production. So I strongly suggest that you just put in a lifter or you run it separately. I typically like to lift the items like that and then run the piping. Run the piping down below, because the reason why you want to do that, again, do that little 1, 2 offset. The reason why you want to do that is because whenever you lift water or liquid, it does cause a head lift. And you don't want that to happen, because the more head lift, the more power it takes to pump it around. And that's not permanent, everybody. That's just temporary as we're working on stuff. Just to test out how much actual fuel that we need per. And there we go. All right, so that's all powered up. That's good to go. We're going to need just a temporary awesome sink here. Where are you at, awesome sink? Special. Awesome sink. Let's do this. Let's let's actually turn this way. Save lag. And then put that in there. And now we've run a power line over there. The Awesome Sync should start up. Oh, no power? Oh, that one doesn't have any power over there. Well, let's take it out if it's not being used. Let's go ahead and use this one over here. There we go. How do you know it's working? Because all these little gears and stuff in there will start to move. And things will start to do their thing. You'll see smoke. You'll see all of that. Get rid of that, which means this will now run without fail. So it's producing 40 per minute. Now, how much is this using over here? Well, this is using 12 per minute, right? So how do we figure out how much fuel we actually need to produce per one of these things, right? Now, at 12 per minute, basically, that's 28, then 40 for 3. So basically, one of these right here, right, which is producing 40. And we just asked Siri. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. What's 40 divided by 12?
40 divided by 12 is about 3.3333.
So 333.333. So it basically more than 3. So it's really like 3.5 or 3 1/3. But that's okay. You want to have a little bit of extra. And so what we also want to do is we want to do what we did over here, but we want to do it with fuel, right? So we have a backlog of a lot of fuel. Now, you never want to have so much fuel that it goes faster than the amount of stuff you can put through the pipe. So how many of these refineries can we do simultaneously that will equal 600, because that's the most fluid you can put through a pipe, is really what we want to know at this point. Hey, Siri, what's 600 divided by 40?
600 divided by 40 is 15.
It's 15. And you know somebody figured out these numbers. You know there's a spreadsheet where these guys figured out all these numbers of how they work out perfectly like that, right? 60 and 40 is 15. So, that was right. Hey, Siri, what's 600 divided by 40? I should write that down.
600 divided by 40 is 15.
15. All right, it was 15. So, what I want to do is produce 15 of these going at the same time. And having 15 of those going also tells me that I can do 15 of these for each 600 that I'm running. Each one. 15 for each one of these. Put that in your head. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. That's a lot. Now, you can also go by your crude oil input and try to figure out how many of these you can make. Hey, Siri, what's 1,200 divided by 60?
1,200 divided by 60 is 20.
Is 20. So, in theory, if I had all 1,200 of the oil coming over here at the same time, I could make 20 of these. But we know that the math works out for 15. So what will we do with the other 5? Well, the other 5 you could use for making the rest of your stuff, like your plastic and your rubber and all of that other stuff. I highly recommend doing that. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out all the easy maths of how to make all that work and do that next time. First, we're going to do a battle, and let's go. And I'm going to write that down so that next time I will have that already pre-done. Let's go. Battle time. To battle. All right. Oh, boy. We got a lot of units. We don't got a lot of peeps. Let's see how it goes. 103 enemies to 25. We might get slaughtered here. Let's see how it goes. JC Hunter putting down an epic. Boywin also doing it as well. Sticking together, looking after each other. Uh-oh, people coming from behind. Uh-oh, getting spread out from each other. Never a good thing. There we go. Oh, Kismet doubling back. Doubling back to watch it. Bowen looking out for him, wiping him out over the side there. 10 to 33, 9 to 33, 6 to 33, 27 to 6. Oh, come on. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. Range JC Hunter wiping him out. He's got the soccer ball now. Oh, I'm still taking like a boss there. I could sure use a healer at this point, but you know what? I'll do what I gotta do. I'll take one for the team if I gotta. 3-7. Oh, we look at... Nope, and we didn't do it. Oh, now look at this. Had people put down just about a couple more units, we would have had that one, everybody. We would have had that. But that's okay. We'll come back and we'll crush it tomorrow on there. So we'll come back, keep that rocking and rolling as well. What up? What up, Nighthawk? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate it. Forest, pump, forest, 7 pump, dirt, repeating, of course. Think they can make money selling coffee mug skins. You know what? If they sold that coffee mug, I would get it. I would totally get it. They're not stepping up their merch game over there, everybody. They really should. They should sell a coffee cup that's exactly like that in the game and all of that. I think they should. Let's get back to it. All right. So again, if they sold that coffee cup, I would totally buy it. I'd totally buy it and have it on stream. But the one I also want is I want that Astroneer thermos that they have. I am so jelly of everybody who has one of those. For sure, for sure. And again, thanks everybody for the love today. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save and try to remember what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and save and say expanding our oil empire. There we go. So we're expanding our oil. Now, this is kind of like day one. We've got our trains now squared away. We've got a general idea of our ratios that we want to do. We want to create 15 of these right here, so it's going to produce a lot more power. I forget how many we had before. I think we had 10 before. So we're going to do 15 of those, and then we're also going to revamp how we're doing all of our plastics and rubber and scale those up because we're going to need a lot of those and run that over there. I probably feel like we're going to need to find more oil as well, which actually Reaper already did over on this other side over there. Right over here. So we do have a train over there that we can go look, see how much oil's on the other side, scale that up as well, and bring in massive tons of oil over there, and then maybe even underrun that over to here, and we'll get all of this, all this power running up and down over here. What a way to go out, everybody. What a way to go out. I just fell and died. I got too far away from my power. But that's okay. Again, like I said, if I die, no big deal. It happens from time to time. And I got so much resources. It's not like I'm going to run out of resources. It is a little dangerous to be flying around because you can fall to your doom. Finding my way back is the hard part. Which way? I'm going this way. I got so much stuff on my map right now, it's hard to even know where the heck I was. Again, I rarely ever worry about my health or any of that stuff. Oh, I forgot to pick up all this stuff, too. Which one was it? This one? Yep, that's definitely it. Definitely it. Now, one of the things that it doesn't do is it doesn't automatically put your stuff back on, which is a little annoying, but, you know, you do what you got to do. Got to prioritize our coffee cup, of course. Our vehicle at the end. We got our little bomb thing in there. That's really fun, by the way, everybody, is to take that thing and just throw a bunch of explosives down at the mobs and then you blow them up. A lot of fun. All right, we got to clean up all this mess, too. Oh, my goodness. Look how much crude oil is in there. I didn't know it dropped crude oil. How can it, what the heck? How do I pick up crude oil? That's weird. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen it drop crude oil into a box before. How do I get rid of the crude oil? That's a good question. All right, with the timer already. Jeez. Surrey's all crazy up in there. I guess I have to just trash it. Yeah, okay. Well, I just trash it then. All right, we'll come back and do that another time. You get the general idea. Again, let's save it. After my impending doom there. I could just have restored game, by the way, before I died. But that's okay. We'll take a rip. We'll take a rip-a-rooney. Confirm. We're going to go to my office, give you guys some love, and then we're going to come back later, play some New World. Let's go. All right, everybody, and I did update my schedule in there. I forget who told me to do that yesterday, but I did update it. Thanks for that. Reminding me, I think it was Registry G who was telling me that I need to update my command there, and I did, so there you go. Now, if you want to go ahead and check out my schedule and also help out the stream, that is not my updated schedule. I forgot to drag that over. There's always something I forget, everybody, not just because I'm doing 1,000 things at the same time. That couldn't be it. That has nothing to do with it. Always trying to do so much more. Every single day. Let me go ahead and find this and update it real quick so I don't forget for the rest of the week here. It's like magic. Bam! There we go. Now it's updated. There we go. So Astroneer, we tried to play that yesterday, but my server was messed up. But it is fixed now, so we play it next week. We played some New World last night. We played some Daily Ops, some 76 today. We got our Daily Ops done and a little bit of our weekly. We also played some Satisfactory, which is incredibly fun. I could just do that for endless hours, everybody. It's so incredibly fun. And then we're going to play some New World later tonight with my crew. Then tomorrow, some more Daily Ops, so make sure to join us at 76, as well as some No Man's Sky. We're going to check in on our settlements. Then we're going to run around and try to automate, try to get even more resources going on. And then we're going to do a special event with the team on Thursday night, which is Elite Level Ups. And then also on Saturday night at 10 p.m., we're going to be doing breaches and expeditions. So if you want to join us for all of that, doesn't matter what level you are, you can come and join us for all that kind of fun. If you're really low level, you might die a bunch, but that's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be getting tons and tons of resources. So if you do want to see my schedule, by the way, it is below the stream. It's on my offline message here on the stream as well. You can check it out on the Twitter, Discord, all of those other places. And you can help out the stream tremendously by going right here to YouTube, pressing that subscribe button. That allows me to do more giveaways and more fun stuff here in the stream. Same thing with Twitter. Go over there, hit that follow. You can also check out discord.gg/Kismet and Kismet.gg, both my Discord and my website. As well, if you do want to go above and beyond, know that 95% of all of your donations or your subscriptions at Patreon go right back into the stream, because they only take 5% because of fees over there at Patreon versus Twitch, which takes half of everything that you do. So if you sub for $5, they get $2.50, and the stream gets $2.50. So yeah, it's very tough to keep it going, everybody. But I try my best, right? I try my best to keep this all going. It's pretty sketchy right now. Pretty sketchy during the pandemic. Pretty sketchy on keeping it going. But we will do the best we can do, because that's all you can ask of anybody, right? That's all you can ask. But we'll be back to some Satisfactory again next week at the same time. We're going to be playing pretty much the same schedule in the upcoming future. I'll be going later at nighttime as opposed to playing during the day for longer. So I'll be going from about 1 till about 4 o'clock, about this time. And then in about another 5.5 hours from now, I will be back at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be playing some New World with my crew. All right? So if you do want to join us for New World or anything else, just feel free to let me know, and we'll have some fun, get it going on. Big JP, thank you so much also for the 51 months of sub love, literally 2 minutes ago. Let me go back and play that. Hold on. That is pretty tremendous, everybody. Look at this. 51 months. That's 51 months of tier 3 sub love right there from Big JP. Go ahead and show us some love in the chat, everybody, before we head out. One of my longest supporters here in the stream. One of my very first subs, by the way. And has never wavered once. Has always had my back. I appreciate you big time, Big JP. I hope you're having fun in New World as well, because it is awesome. And look at this, man. New World, already 131 hours in that sucker. Now, remember, this is not counting the betas, because the beta was a separate program. So already 133 hours. Sorry, 133 hours into New World, and it was only been out for a week. Only been out, there we go. Yeah, they got people's information. I don't know if they got their password, but they got their information about their stuff. Luckily, I don't think they got their personal information, but they did get how much they're earning and whatnot. They cracked into their thing, which I talked about earlier on stream, and also I've sent out a message on both Twitter and on Discord to be safe out there, streamers. Make sure to go in there and change your stream key, and also change your password so you'll be extra safe. Turn on 2-factor authentication, where it sends a message to your phone. Anybody tries to log into your account, you're going to be getting it right here. All right, that's how you'll know. All right, let's do it. So I'd change all your passwords. I'd definitely update your Steam key. And if they find out how much I want, I make, doesn't bother me at all, because you guys already know. You can figure it out by how many subs and just cut that in half, and I'm making $250 a month. That's pretty easy to figure out, everybody. That ain't hard math. Let's go. That is really easy to figure out. And I rounded that up, too. I rounded that up. And again, all the donations and all of that stuff just goes right back into giveaways anyway. So, again, this ain't for profit right now. Now, I hope one day it does. I hope it grows into the point where I can give away, like, Origin PCs, and I got them as a sponsor. That would be amazing, man. That would be awesome. But for now, let's just keep climbing, keep doing our best out there. Everybody keep doing your thing every single day. Know that you got it going. You know you're going to eventually get to that next step. You just got to kind of climb until you get it going. Now, I hope I brought a little bit of joy and fun into your day. Again, I'll be back in about 5.5 hours playing some New World. We'll see you all then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Press the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.